How we going, guys? Mick here from Not Cartel, back with another kick-ass beer review. Tonight I'm going to review Hope Brewery Triple Dry Hop IPA. These guys hail out of Colburn, New South Wales in the Hunter Valley. 7% ABV, 2.1 standard drinks, 375ml can. Got a sort of plain label. They've got a few beers in the fridge there at my local, my go-to shop that have these similar labels but just different colours. No real statement on there. It is a triple dry hopped IPA, and that's pretty much all it tells us. See how this one goes. Now, I sort of went looking for a few beers that I wanted to revisit, or a few breweries I wanted to revisit, as a matter of fact, and Hope was one of them. I have reviewed and revisited a couple of their beers. I forgot the colour of that. That looks unreal. Quite a lot brighter on camera. But it does look pretty good in person. So I walked out with a few cans, two of one of my favourite breweries at the moment, up and coming reviews, and one being Hope. And for the price point, a triple dry hopped IPA for $7 a can is pretty good going. As there's some other breweries out there would probably they'd probably be asking $12 for a similar beer, around the 7 to 8% mark. Some of them are asking for that price. Understandably, you get some that want around about $11-12 a can, 440 mils or 500 ml cans, but still some there who would no doubt try to hook in that cost for a triple dry hopped IPA. The bonus I think here with these guys is that they are local to me in Newcastle, just up the road in the Hunter Valley in Colburn, so transport not so costly, so I think that keeps the price down on these particular beers. Quite a few of them still have to travel a little bit further, are still within the same price point, but here goes. It smells unreal. It's very sort of fruity citrus, tones of mandarin and orange, pineapple, slight amount of melon, some stone fruit going on there. What do you expect from big dry hop beers? A little bit of grass, some of that malt coming through. Once again, dissipated head, but nice colour, really good aroma. Smelling promising for the taste. Cheers. Big citrus and tropical fruits. This is all hops, isn't it? There's only the slightest amount of hint of malt in the aroma, but certainly not picking it up in the flavour. ever so slightly A little bit of grain there, a little bit of malt off the back, but you've got to look for it. This beer is all about the hops, as most of them are. They have huge amounts of hops going into them, but it's getting it to balance. It's getting it to push out those flavours within the aroma as well. That fills the whole palate, fills the nasal palate, fills your general palate. Hits pretty much all receptors there. A little bit of zing going down the sides. Definite nice play and lay across and cling across the centre and down the back of the throat. The beers have really improved with Hope, which is why it sees me sort of going back to some of the old favourites as well, where they became towards the end when I gave up on them was a little bit unbalanced. They do have, I think I mentioned in another video, replacement head brewer, not so new now, but new sort of a little while ago, and the beers certainly have picked up, and they've got some real quality again. I just think they were starting to get a little bit tired, a little bit old with some of the things that were going on. So they're really pushing out some good beers now. They're keeping things interesting, which is really good with Hope Brewery. A lot of breweries changing up their labels and their can art, try and produce, sort of can art that speaks about the beer itself. Not a lot going on there, but it says to me that this is going to have some really good flavours, and that sort of design sort of reminds me of that tremor that you get from the flavours and aromas that really drive some of us hopheads. So it is like that sip and that yum. So certainly Hope Brewery is bringing things back to the table, especially for me. I've heard it from others as well. Cheers.